Yeah. What's really happening? It's your boy OG Gigaveli, man, with another episode of Street Code of Conduct. Today's episode, man, I'm entitled, It's a Shame, man. It's a shame what people do for likes. It's a shame. I know this normally not my topic or subject, right? You know, I'm normally dealing with G stuff, dealing with the streets. But, I mean, I'm compelled to talk about this right here, man. I'm compelled because I have grandparents. Well, I had, my grandparents are all gone, but I just can remember my grandparents. And what I'm talking about is the exploitation of the elderly for likes and follows. It's so distasteful, man. And it's been going on for a minute, right? And I kind of like rubbed it under the, just swept it to the side because it really ain't my topic. It really ain't my message. But it's becoming like a fad. It's becoming trend. It's becoming so popular. And somebody need to speak out about it, man. And it ain't just the people that's posting it and exploiting the people. It's the people that's enabling it. What I mean by that, those of y'all that's liking that content. Those of y'all that's commenting on that content. It's very distasteful, man. We as a people, man, like the things that entertain us, the things that get our attentions, it's sad, man. We throwing these cameras in front of these old people's face at some of they, you know what I mean? Some of their private moments. Them getting out of the bed, them coming out their restroom. They may be walking around in their house coat. Knowing that your grandma got more pride about herself than that. Catching them when they're not their hair now. You want to just get them. And a lot of these old people, man, are suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's. Some of them probably mourning the loss of their spouse. You can never really get over that, especially when they don't put that real years and dedication in the relationships. And they there by themselves. And you supposed to be their caregiver, their caretaker. We got the grandkids that's doing it to the grandparents. We got the kid doing it to their elderly parents. We got the nieces and nephews doing it to their aunties and uncles. You know what I mean? Catching these older people while they're, you know what I mean, while their mouth done decayed. They don't have their dentures in. Like they don't have any pride. And half of the time, these older people don't even much know what's going on. You asking them certain questions, you pinning them in certain situations just to get content, just to get a like. And I was talking, with my wife today, man, and I was telling her how, because she feel the same way, and she pointed out something that, that I didn't even think about. A lot of these old people in their days, their glory years, the years that they're supposed to be getting right with God. Making amends for some of the mistakes they made out through their lives. But y'all getting them riled up, pulling them into certain type of content to where they got to use profanity. They're using such profanity the time that they should be asking for forgiveness from God. The time where they should be, they should be right there, trying to get closer to God. You got them doing profanity and thinking that's something. Man, listen. All for a like. All for content. And then, in most cases, man, I don't really, these elderly people need their medication. They need to be tended to. Are you doing that? Please tell me y'all at least doing that while you running up and putting these cameras and these phones in their face. I remember a great content. I only must call her a content creator because her family was doing it to her. Miss Holler. My wife was a fan of Miss Holler. And I mean, they let that woman cuss all the way to her grave. Now the platform gone. I don't hear nothing from her. You know why? Because that's all y'all have to offer. You don't have no real content. So what you do? You try to create skits out of your grandparents, your parents in their elderly years. Come on, man. I'm a real street guy, man, but I got more pride and I got more taste about myself, man. Huh? What's your talent? What's your gift? That's what you need to be tapping into. We all have something to offer, man. If we stop trying to follow. This is a trend that I need help from my followers to not encourage. If you're a follower of mine, man, you support my message, man. You should understand where I'm coming from with this. I veered off from my normal content to address this, man, because it's becoming very distasteful, man. Stop putting these cameras in these elderly people's face in some of their most, you know what I mean, private moments. You catching them coming out of, like I just said, catching them coming out of bed. Knowing your grandma pride herself on how her hair look or how her mouth look. You ain't giving them time to get their dentures in. You ain't catching them when they dolled up, fixed up. You just throwing the camera in their face. I had an issue with you doing the kids like that in some cases. But it's all right to build. If you're a parent and your child has a gift, I done seen a lot of good content where the child is just a gifted child, and you want to share your child with the world. That's okay, in a tasteful way. But I'm seeing footage now where little girls, they playing the Sexy Red songs, and they got the little girls doing. Man, if I was your baby daddy, if I was your husband, and you did my daughter that way, we'd have a problem. I'd probably be seeking custody and divorcing you, or leaving you, or whatever the case may be. Stop exploiting these little girls in distasteful manner, man. But it's okay if they got a good talent, a quality, know how to play the piano, they know how to dance, appropriately. I see a content where a little young child, he know math real good. His parents got him out front. Because it's all right to build that content and let them build the proceeds up and put it away for their college fund or for their education. And not eat up the kids' money like some of the children's stars that we seen come up in the past where their parents just, By the time the kids get of age, there's no more funds. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is a trending habit that I see on social media, man. And one thing about it though, it's about the supply and demand. If there was no demand for this type of foolishness, they wouldn't keep supplying us with it. Stop liking and commenting. Stop supporting people exploiting their elderly parents, man. Their elderly grandparents. Let's get real about this here, man. Stop supporting real content, man. Start sharing real information on here, man. This your boy OG Gigaveli, man. Listen, man. If you want to support my content, you want to support the missions and things that I'm putting out there, make sure you go on my page, man, and hit the bio. Know what I'm saying? Go to the link tree and grab my book, Federal Pressure. Know what I'm saying? My time in federal prison. And I put a lot of good information in here because a lot of, like I be telling y'all on my platform, man, and you know what I mean, and with my message, man, a lot of y'all young cats is not listening. And you might end up in the feds. You want to know something about it, man, before you get there. Also, man, you could get my first book, man, Pressure. You know what I mean? It's a good read. Speaks about my life story and my struggles. I used it as an example, man, because what helped me change my life was reading. And it's something that it's like a dime a way of life, man. Like we doing everything soundbite, everything Google. But if you want a good read, man, this is a good read. True story, no cap. This your boy OG Gigaveli, man. Go on my bio, man. Make sure you follow me on all platforms, man. And let's get, man, come on, man. I heard the minister say, I'm talking about Minister Farrakhan say one time, man, shame ain't a bad thing. Shame ain't a bad thing. And I entitled this, it's a shame. But shame ain't a bad thing if you go ahead and take heed to that shame. You know what I'm saying? If you're ashamed the way your mouth smell, you brush your teeth. If you're ashamed that your pants falling down, what you do? You get you a belt. So come on, man. Let's do better, man, because we know better, man. This your boy OG Gigaveli with another episode of Street Code of Conduct, man. Come on, man. I know we can do better.